Welcome back to Emotional Abuse Survivors. Our video topic today is ADHD and toxic relationships, navigating unhealthy dynamics. People living with ADHD may be more prone to toxic relationships, which are characterized by emotional abuse, controlling behaviors, and codependency. Some ADHD symptoms that can affect relationships are emotional dysregulation, inattentiveness, impulsivity, forgetfulness, and disorganization. Toxic relationships often follow a cycle of idealizing, devaluing, and discarding. People with ADHD can recognize and end toxic relationships by seeking professional help, setting boundaries, and building self-esteem. Let's discuss ADHD and codependency for a bit. Codependency refers to emotional and psychological problems experienced by adults who were subjected to abuse/neglect in childhood. It's been observed that clients who initially came for codependency treatment frequently exhibited symptoms of ADHD. ADHD is a well-recognized disorder characterized by attentional and memory problems and/or high levels of motor activity and impulsivity. Since codependency by definition involves having been exposed to child abuse, it follows that if there was evidence for an association between child abuse, neglect, or adversity and ADHD, that would support an apparent association between codependency and ADHD. Codependency is a dysfunctional relationship dynamic where one person assumes the role of the giver, sacrificing their own needs and well-being for the sake of the other, the taker. The bond in question doesn't have to be romantic. It can occur just as easily between parent and child, friends, and family members. Research shows that there is a heavily implied link between ADHD and codependency. Codependency can develop from adverse childhood experiences of maltreatment like abuse or neglect, and those with ADHD are far more likely to experience early maltreatment than their neurotypical peers. Let's do a quick recap on what we just discussed. Living with ADHD can often make it harder to recognize red flags and establish boundaries in relationships. Impulsivity, hyperactivity, and inattentiveness can lead to difficulties in communication, decision-making, and emotional regulation. Toxic relationships can drain anyone emotionally, but for individuals with ADHD, the impact can be especially intense. Gaslighting, manipulation, and emotional abuse can worsen symptoms and create a vicious cycle of negativity. It is important to acknowledge that toxic relationships are never the fault of the individual with ADHD. However, they can be more vulnerable and susceptible to being taken advantage of due to challenges they face with impulsivity and emotional regulation. If you or someone you know with ADHD is in a toxic relationship, it's crucial to seek support. Therapists, support groups, and trusted friends can provide guidance, validation, and help build skills for setting boundaries and recognizing healthy relationships. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It takes strength to reach out and prioritize your well-being. If you suspect that you may be in a toxic relationship, trust your gut feelings. Take time to reflect on your feelings and emotions. If you find yourself feeling constantly drained, belittled, or manipulated, it's time to reevaluate the situation for your own well-being. In conclusion, individuals with ADHD should never have to endure toxic relationships. Recognizing the signs, seeking support, and prioritizing their mental health is crucial for navigating unhealthy dynamics. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found it helpful or insightful, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Remember, you are deserving of healthy and loving relationships. For the remainder of this video, you will see people that have suffered toxic relationships. Bye for now.